Okay, now that I caught my breath, where have we reached right now, David? The pum pum list one time?
One time.
Wrap this shit up?
Wrap it up.
Time to wrap it up!
Like a Trojan.
Yeah, our pum pum list is quite short this week.
Yeah.
For me, it's not necessarily Bronny James. It's
Bronny.
Everybody involved in bringing Bronny James to the Lakers. Because none of it is Bronny's fault.
Yeah.
To me. To me, none of it is Bronny's fault.
Sure.
He's just a kid trying to live his fucking life and do what his dad says, like
sure.
any good son would be doing.
Yeah,
right?
But still.
And his dad is manipulating things and controlling things, and all the fucking Lakers and everybody.
So LeBron makes pum pum list?
LeBron's on the pum pum list. Lakers management's on the pum pum list. And just JJ Redick is just on the pum pum list because I don't think he should. Why the fuck is he a coach?
Because he's easier for LeBron to control.
Yeah, you know, JJ Redick's on the pum pum list.
Yeah.
And you know what? Ben Simmons, you're on the pum pum list.
Ben is always there.
Yeah, Ben Simmons just made the pum pum list because
Sharknado.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you're right. He doesn't scroll.
Giannis' brother. We don't even know his name.
The other Antetokounmpo.
Him.
Flim Antetokounmpo.
There you go.
Yeah.
Permanent.
Or no, other. He's just called Other Antetokounmpo.
Other.
It could be a Greek name. Other could be a Greek name, couldn't it? Giannis and Other.
Sure. I agree.
Yeah, Giannis and Other.
Yeah.
And the Other.
Yeah.
So there are
two others.
Giannis, Other, and this one's called And the Other. Antetokounmpo. All of them. I just made it up right now.
Can I add something to other? Other shit. Kids like that.
Oh my god. I was about to go into the Jabba. Did you see it to the neck and everything? You go into the Jabba. You broke me. You broke me before I could get...
Other shit.
Other shit, yeah.
That sounds better.
They're just... So right now, we're just naming all the people who shouldn't be in the NBA.
Right.
Ben Simmons.
100%.
Number one.
100%. I don't know why he's still there.
Bronny James, because he's taking up a spot where some other person worked really hard. And I'm not saying Bronny didn't work hard.
He's just not there yet.
I'm just saying he's benefiting only because...
He should have played all 4 years in college.
Yeah.
He should have.
Yeah.
I think he
will...
Yes.
Learn.
He's not there yet.
Yeah. And again, like I say, he took up a spot that somebody else who's worked hard could be playing.
Exactly.
And like I'm saying, I'm not taking away from what Bronny has come back from, especially because he had like a life-threatening situation and he's come back from it. But basketball-wise, he is not
there.
Proved that he should be there.
Yeah, he's not there yet.
He's only there because of his father. Period. He has not proved basketball-wise that he should be in the NBA.
How long did LeBron sign for? Do you know?
2 years.
2 years?
2 years, $50 million a year.
So he's got 2 years.
Yeah.
He's got 2 years
before he's cut and waived or waived
or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel, but no, he's guaranteed, so they're gonna keep him. I think he signed
his contract.
What is it? 5-year contract?
Did he sign the rookie contract?
The rookie was it 3 years?
Wow.
He's guaranteed though. Whatever he gets is guaranteed.
Wow.
Is it 3 years?
Wow.
I think it's 3 years.
Yeah, Bronny is not NBA caliber at all.
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, that yet can be like, well, I'm not NBA caliber yet.
Yeah, but you don't have LeBron teaching you.
True.
You know, so where he's not there yet, there's still hope because you have the master as your dad.
Yo, Endless Prophet says Bronny's a diamond in the rough. He'll be a star. I give him time.
Oh, I'm not saying he can't be.
He's saying, Jay is saying...
He's just not ready yet.
Yeah, Jay is saying, you're right, he can be. I'm saying that if he had stayed in college a couple more years, then he could have showed people that he deserved to be drafted
in the second round.
You know, like, or...
Because right now, he shouldn't even be 5th round.
Yeah, because right now, what he's shown compared to what other people are drafted in and around the spot that he was drafted is he's shown very little compared to what the other people have shown and what the other people have worked for and stuff. And again, like I'm saying, I'm not saying that Bronny hasn't worked his whole life to try to do this.
He's just not there.
I'm just saying that he is not, and he missed most of the season because of his heart condition.
Yes.
Which again, I'm glad he's back and I'm glad he's alive and I hope that never happens to him again. But
he's not there.
He's not there yet.
He's just, to me, it's like...
He did not deserve to be drafted this year.
Yes.
And he only got drafted because of his dad.
Right.
Maybe next year, maybe the year after, he would have been like, fucking holy shit, look at Bronny. Bronny's fucking killing it. Right?
Yeah.
And that might happen still. Bronny might be a star. You're right. But
It could still happen.
yeah, but Tracy McGrady came from high school. Just saying, Tracy McGrady came from high school. LeBron came from high school. You know, like
Kevin Garnett came
from high school. These people who came from high school and who came from high school were fucking.
Sean Kemp came from high school.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant came from high school.
Look at the names that have come from high school.
The difference is those guys who came from high school were monsters.
Yeah.
From day one.
And when they showed up in the NBA,
they were monsters. From day one.
Yeah.
So that's where I feel there's going to be that transition phase with Bronny. Not to say that he can't do it, but he's going to have to get himself.
The thing is, if you want to make the argument that McGrady got drafted from high school, why didn't Bronny get drafted from high school?
Yeah.
Was he good enough?
No. He wasn't. Not saying he can't be, but you know.
He ended up having, again, a heart condition, and I'm very happy that he has made it past that, and I hope he's healthy enough to live a great long life. That's all. I don't ever wish anything bad on somebody like that. Like, I really don't, right?
No.
I hope he lives a long time and has a very long, productive life.
Yeah.
Basketball-wise, he hasn't shown me. You compare Tracy McGrady to Bronny? Come on, son.
Come on, son. Like,
Tracy McGrady, if you had a choice right now of Tracy McGrady or Bronny, who the fuck would you take?
First year.
Yeah, like in their rookie years.
Because
come on.
The thing about McGrady, he didn't get the play, but it wasn't because he couldn't.
Yeah, it's because Vince.
No.
And Butch.
Butch
Butch
was his uncle.
Butch was his uncle. Yeah.
Who was just wouldn't let him play.
But McGrady played amazing when he was here too.
Oh my God.
The dunks that him and Carter were doing the team. Kobe Bryant said, "We are lucky." He said like in general, we are lucky that Tracy McGrady left the Raptors, because if Tracy McGrady stayed, they would have been right there in the finals with us. Kobe Bryant said that.
Yeah. I didn't know that Kobe and Vince played they're 1 year apart.
Yeah. Vince was the 1 year.
And so there was how I don't know what they call it, but I'm guessing the top prospects would play against the old top prospects.
Yeah.
It's almost like an all-star game.
Yeah.
So it was Vince and it was Kobe on the same team.
Yeah.
Playing, and they were like, Vince was like, I play with Kobe on my team, and we ran everybody out of the gym.
Of course they did. Yeah.
Could you imagine the two of them playing?
Vince and Kobe. I can imagine if imagine if McGrady stayed. Right?
It would have been a dynasty.
Yeah.
Would have been championship.
If McGrady stayed.
Championship.
If McGrady stayed, and then.
But
then you pull an Elijah Run. Hopefully he didn't get hurt.
But I don't fault him for leaving. I'd be pissed too.
Well, yeah, he wanted to show who he was. And the very first year he went down to Orlando, he showed who he was, right? He was in the shadow, let's say. But there was egos that were happening and stuff then, right? It's the ego thing. It's like, you have to get over the ego to be able to play together, right?
And I think that wasn't his best
version. Butch wasn't on his side, like you were saying. Butch wasn't on his side to play.
He didn't let him play. He didn't let him play. So
if Toronto had prime Vince and McGrady at the same time, Gunther, over. And that's not my words. That's Kobe Bryant's words. And I take that guy's word because that guy didn't come out and outwardly praise a lot of people all the time. He never did that kind of stuff, right?
He praised nobody.
Yeah. But he said...
He gave people their props.
Yeah, he did. He gave people their props, and he gave people who worked hard their props.
Yes.
But again, he said, we as a league are lucky that Vince and Tracy didn't stay together.
Yes. And we're sad that they didn't.
And us as Toronto fans are all sad that they didn't.
Because that could have been...
Because imagine what could have happened.
Dynasty.
Yeah. Imagine what could have happened. Imagine the type of talent you would have attracted to Toronto.
That's what I was going to say.
You know what I mean?
Because once those two guys are playing together, then everybody's going to want to play with them.
Yeah. Yeah. See, what, in my mind, what should have happened, and what McGrady wanted, was the roles flipped. Like, McGrady be the number one guy, and Vince could be the star with the dunks and all that stuff, but McGrady would have been the number one scorer on the team. The number one option.
He would have been clutch.
Yeah.
Let's put that way.
Yeah.
He was getting the ball.
If McGrady was the one controlling everything and Vince was the off guy scoring 25 to 30 and McGrady's the one scoring 30 to 35.
Yeah.
And then that's what McGrady wanted. McGrady wanted to be the man. And then if you have those two being the man and the next man, and then you have like just anybody like that you would have added at that time. If you added another kind of star, like bring up another star.
Who do we have that was
Antonio Davis, Keon Clark? No, I'm not. I'm just talking about
near the end.
I'm just talking about if
Bosch was there when
I'm just talking about if they had signed anybody from then, right? Yeah. Like if they had signed anybody after
Chris Childs.
Yeah, I love Chris Childs.
I do too, guys.
I love Chris Childs.
That's what
I like Chris Childs better than Alvin Williams.
100%.
Because Chris Childs would also punch you in your fucking nose if you fucked around, right?
Yes.
As soon as you fucked around, Chris Childs will punch you straight in your face. And I love that.
Because he's from New York.
Yo.
Love that guy.
Loved Chris Childs.
Well.
Gunther laughed when I said Keon Clark.
Oakley.
Yo, Oakley was on that team.
I know.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
You had guys like that? Antonio Davis, grabbing all the rebounds?
Could you imagine? Because Oakley was the one who protected Vince.
Yeah.
He's protecting McGrady.
Vince. And then you have tough guys like Antonio Davis still. Like Antonio Davis.
And we had Chris Childs who punch in your face.
Yeah. Chris Childs.
We would have been decent.
Yeah, we would have been like,
and then we would have attracted.
Like Colby said, yeah, the attraction of Toronto. Like Vince Carter was such an attraction. Vince Carter was like the Caitlin Clark nowadays. Everywhere Caitlin Clark goes, she sells out. Anywhere Vince Carter went, he sold. He could have gone to Minnesota, and nobody at that time was watching Minnesota games. And when Vince showed up, they sold out.
Of course,
like that's what Vince Carter did.
Well,
right. So like imagine
people were
that star power,
yeah,
and that's what attracted Olajuwon initially to sign with us, right? Olajuwon was just off 2 championships,
yeah,
and signed with us. Okay, he got hurt and never played again. But the fact that you were able to attract somebody like that,
yes,
means that you could have attracted if you kept them together.
More.
Who else could you have attracted? Like imagine
Kobe. Because he played with Vince.
Imagine.
Maybe,
You never know. Hindsight's 20/20, right? And we never know. We never know who could have been attracted. We never know who would have whatever. If they had stayed together, I think I'm just going. I can't doubt what Kobe ever says because Kobe never gives anybody props, and he gave them props that if they had stayed together.
Yeah.
And he's like, the league is lucky that they didn't.
They are.
Right?
Because they would have been.
That was. There's an interview. You can go look it up. Go look it up. I'm not lying. Just go Google the fucking interview.
Great.
Of Kobe talking about McGrady and Carter staying together.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
Man. Anyhow.